All right, sure, I'd be glad to. But Carol also wanted us to talk a little bit about incentives and recognition. And I didn't know this until recently, but I did put together a little something there. Because I think as clubs, we can do a lot with recognition and incentives. For example, you could give recognition when people select their paths. Maybe you give them a little something. Maybe you have a little contest of can we get everyone select a path by the end of the month or before the end of the year or the next meeting. Or maybe you have a group of new members who kind of join around the same time, make a little contest with them to make it fun. And when members finish levels, there's the certificate. So we want to give recognition for that. And maybe a gift. At one of my clubs, I give one of the Toastmasters tote bags whenever someone finishes level 1. And then for level 2, I gave it's the 4-inch little notebook. I don't know for level 3 or 4 or 5 because we haven't had anyone yet. And next year it won't be my role to do that. So I don't know what they'll do. But it could be fun. It wouldn't have to be a Toastmasters item. It could be something fun related to the club or the area. But people enjoy getting something and they enjoy the recognition. And it makes a powerful statement to everyone else at the meeting and the guests that
Could you offer how there's badges that you can give to people? Could you offer a short time in the agenda? Now everyone can give people their recognition, log on and do it now. And you could suggest that that's the time in the meeting to award people accolades in the Pathways program.
That's a good idea if people have their laptops there.
Yeah.
Certainly, or their tablets. That would be good. And I'm sure clubs could come up with other ways, and I'm sure they will, and it'll get even more. We'll see more of this over time as more people learn awards and pathways. But districts also have incentives, and I went through a few districts to see what incentives they have. So one of my districts, District 62, okay, sorry, that first point shouldn't be there, but District 62, we reimburse members $20 for a new path when they complete a path during this Toastmaster year. So those that have completed a path, if they buy another path, then we'll reimburse them that $20. And so far, I think we've had just 4 paths this year. And then I found in District 30, they have several things. I thought this was kind of interesting. So clubs with 75 or more % members enrolled in Pathways by June 1st, they get a ribbon and be recognized at their summer TLI. Members completing any level receive a level completion ribbon and get a drawing for a gift certificate at the district store. Any club where at least 50% of the club base completes level 1 or higher by June 1st, get a $25 gift certificate for the district store.
That sounds a great idea for incentives.
And District 58, the first 5 clubs, they've got a lot who have 100% of members enrolled in Pathways and all have completed their icebreaker. Get a host of things, some pins, a club ribbon pack, lanyards, 20 icebreakers. Do you guys know what they mean by the icebreakers?
No, what are the icebreakers?
The icebreaker mints. Do you guys have those?
No, we can't get them in Australia. I bought some back from the States when I was there in January, and we saw them initially in Chicago, and that was August last year, and tried to get them here, but we can't get them. So I've got one on my dressing table.
At a lot of clubs, we get, when someone gives their icebreaker speech, we give them one of those. And so that's why they're giving the icebreakers for the clubs will be recognized at their conference and receive a certificate. And I had just started going through that, and I thought, it'd be interesting to go through all the districts and see what everybody's doing. It might give us ideas of what we can do for the following year for our districts. I ran out of time, so I wish I had more examples, but I think I'll keep looking for those and see, because there's some interesting ones here. But what are you guys doing in your clubs and in District 73 to recognize and encourage members? On the District 73 website, but I didn't really see any pathways and incentives. I didn't know what you guys were doing.
In our club, we do the same thing for recognition. So I'm currently a VPE for my club at the moment. So every time a member completes a level in Pathways, we do give them recognition. I print out the certificate and award them at the end of the meeting. Oh wow, icebreaker mints.
Yeah.
So is that a candy or icebreaker mints?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we give them.
And-
So I always say, you gave us an icebreaker, so we're going to give you some icebreakers.
Ah, nice. I wonder if I could just buy a mint and then just put a sticker on it, icebreaker, and call it icebreaker mint.
Good idea, Christina.
Yeah, because we can't get it here from US. Anyway,
No, we can't get it here. I've looked.
yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, in our club, we in City of Greater Geelong Toastmasters Club. So every time a member achieve a level, so aside from, so we have a private members member only Facebook group page. So I publish the awards there, or the level completion, and give the member congratulations. And then on top of that, I make sure I print out the certificate and award it at the end of the meeting, and and really recognize their achievement. So yeah, so that's what we do in our club at the moment.
Yeah, we do something similar in our clubs in the region, and where we've got something that we can actually hand over, that really does encourage. So for example, when I approve a level and I can find their certificate, I'll print it out and laminate it for them, and then offer that as part of that ceremony or way of acknowledging their achievement in the level. And we have in one of the land-based clubs a person who will do the summary of the meeting every time we meet, and usually that's the president. And so those special awards get mentioned in that summary, which is sent out to all the members, because not everyone is at every meeting, so they might have missed when someone's got their special award. So we make sure that that's a recognition in their notifications from the president.
At
Yes.
one of the clubs I belong to, we have done a "you should have been there" email out to the members. So it's to do with what you missed and what you could have seen on the night, and it entices people to want them to come back and see exactly what they've missed. So it's a good "you should have been there" email that encompasses all the members, because not everyone's on Facebook, not everyone's on social media, and it's a good way of keeping everyone engaged, because we all have emails, so that's the only common ground that we all have.
I love that title, Sue. I'm going to recommend it to our president at Wangaratta. You should have been there. I love it.
Is there anyone else who have questions for Lori?
Amit, do you have any suggestions for what you do to recognize your club members?
Just the same stuff which you guys are doing, actually, printing out the level completion certificates, color printouts, but not laminating it, and awarding them and acknowledging it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but I think the icebreakers idea is excellent. I'm sure we can source some of those in Australia. I was just checking online. I think there's a few companies which can provide them. That'll be a good change of pace for everyone.
Oh, I might bring a case back when I go to Denver.
Yes.
One order of 2 cases for me then.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to get Laurie to send them over for us.
Hey, I could start a little business, couldn't I?
Yes, yes.
Whenever I present the certificate, I always like to ask the member, what was your favorite thing about that level? Or what was your favorite project? Or what did you learn? Because I want to make sure and get their experience out there. It helps them realize what they've learned. And then again, you're sharing that experience with everyone else.
Yeah, I like that very much.
Integrating pathways into our meetings, it really helps both new and seasoned Toastmasters. It helps our members to become more knowledgeable and comfortable with pathways and be able to talk to guests about the program. Guests get a glimpse into what they will be doing when they join your club. Integrating pathways really benefits everyone. And I'll turn it back over to our Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Laurie. That was really great. I pick up a few themes. My favorite so far is 2 minutes pathway Q&A and all the tips for each club officers. I'm looking forward to show that slides to our current